Welcome to the creative block for your Jingle Bell Rock. It's the Etsy special with Adobe Office Hours. I'm doing voiceovers every week now, y'all. Just know that that's happening.
I can't.
I was trying to think of what the intro was, and that was it. Hello, welcome to the Etsy special for Adobe Office Hours.
What is up?
If you've been tuning in, if you have seen anything this week, we've been talking a bunch about Etsy and how to use Adobe Express with Etsy, and we're getting you ready for the holidays. So that's right. It is the Jingle
home
Bell
for the
Rock.
holidays, everybody.
It's Jingle Bell Rock for your creative block. Wow, I'm gonna be
Well,
using
listen,
the holidays.
they start Halloween like August 1st, so I guess we can start the holidays. You know,
It's true.
October 1st.
It's true. Why not?
Kind of works.
So nice to see you here. If you don't want to listen to us talk, if you're like, what is happening? Hit Control right. If you're watching the replay, you can jump straight to the content of how to improve your Etsy shop. If you're watching live, Nick, what do they do live if they're watching live?
Just hang out and listen.
That's right. You're stuck with us. All right.
You're stuck with us.
I am Andrew Hochradel over here.
I'm Nick Longo. Welcome. It's a good Friday to be here as well. We got some good stuff to talk about before we get right into the old Etsy demos.
It's true,
correct?
yes. So we are going to help you improve your Etsy shop if you're an Etsy seller. We're actually going to be looking at Jordan's, who will be on the show in just a second to give us a preview. But we're going to be taking a look at this Etsy shop, and we are going to be giving it a holiday makeover. I know that it's literally not even October, but you Etsy sellers that are getting ready for the holidays, we know you're getting ready now. And so we want to help you maximize how to use Adobe Express to get your shop ready for the holidays. But before that, Nick, we have an event coming up pretty soon that people need to know about. What is going on in a couple weeks?
Ooh, could it be the one and only? We called it the other day the Super Bowl of our industry, Adobe MAX.
Adobe MAX, yes. It is Adobe MAX is coming up, and it is October 16th to the 20th. And next week, we will not be live. Adobe Office Hours is live every Friday at 2:30 p.m. Pacific time. Nick, what are we doing next week?
We are doing a virtual look at Max and giving you a play-by-play of what you need to do to get ready for the virtual Max.
Yes, so it will be a good time. For
those of you who can't make it to LA.
I need to warn you about something, chat.
Uh-oh.
There's going to be a very jarring and shocking occurrence next week. So we're going to start the stream and you're going to see me with a full beard. I forgot that we recorded next week. So we recorded next week so you can experience the virtual experience with Adobe MAX. And it is going to be a watch party. It will be debuting. Nick and I recorded it yesterday. It's got a ton of great content. I do have a full beard in it and I just shaved for today. So if suddenly you're watching and you're like, Andrew, how'd you grow a beard in 1 week? I just forgot and I cut it after we recorded. Live production, y'all. That's how you know it's live. If you're just joining for the first time, we call Office Hours your favorite dumpster fire, and that's what it is.
Every Friday.
We're here every Friday.
Live or not, the one thing you can count on.
Yes.
Dumpster fire.
Dumpster fire. All right. So we do have a friend that is in our voice chat, and you can join that voice chat by going to bit.ly/OH voice chat. We can drop that link in the chat for us. Wade, who's our moderator, bit.ly/OH voice chat. You can go hang out in there, and we will be talking with. That's Nick's screen. We'll be talking with Jordan. She's going to be coming on the show in just a minute, but she's hanging out in that voice chat as well. If you guys want to go over there, if you want to join the show at any point, join that voice chat in our Discord and let our friends know. We can bring you on the show to talk. Right over here, Classroom Chat is a place that we will be. All right. Sorry, I'm very distracted. Someone in our live chat is talking about Cedar Point. It's my favorite place in the whole world.
Yeah, I was just saying it's my favorite that I have never been to. I am dying to go there.
I love roller coasters.
Are you a roller coaster fan?
I'm a roller coaster fanatic, Nick.
Oh, I am. I've gotten into every YouTube channel about roller coasters.
Yes.
Love them.
Okay, I'm so sorry to all the Etsy people that are tuning in.
Yeah,
It's like,
sorry.
what's going on? This is that show. All right, let's talk about Etsy. So we're going to take a look here. This is Jordan's page. And Nick,
Let's take a look.
When you're looking at an Etsy shop, what are you looking for? We want to help people kind of make the sale, get the visual interest. What are you looking for when you land on a store page?
Wow, I'm looking at some really good consistency, and to me, I think the products are shining. They are first and foremost what I'm seeing. I do like the unique grid. It looks like that she is doing.
I just noticed this. Yes, there's like a cool little checkerboard.
Every other, there's lifestyle, and then there's image shot solo, and then there's image shot on the close-up, the pins. I think those look great. I'd say this looks like there is the beginnings, or if not already there, a brand. Like, it really does have a consistency that I think we all now expect when we go to an online shop, regardless of professional, independent, right?
Yep.
I'm feeling some good stuff there. It's looking really good.
Yeah, it's looking really good. So when we're landing on an Etsy shop, our advice as creative professionals, make it cohesive. Make it so that you are showing your story and that it all feels like it goes together, right? The example that I like to use is I went to an event at Disneyland and they said you can stand anywhere in Disneyland like 360 degrees and everything makes sense. That's what you want for your Etsy shop. When someone lands on your homepage of your store, you want to be able to look all the way up and down, full scroll, and everything makes sense together. That is really like the goal. So let's go ahead and we're going to bring Jordan on the show and have her talk a little bit about what her Etsy is, what goals she has, and maybe a little bit about like going into the holidays. So let me drag her in here and hi, Jordan. How are you?
Hi, great. How are you guys?
Oh,
What's going on?
Great. Jordan, you've been doing Etsy content here pretty much all week, I believe, on Adobe Live, right?
Sure have, yes.
Yes. So if you,
I was realizing too, we should have done this, at the beginning of the week instead of at the end, so I could have used all your tips before. People have been looking at my shop all week.
That's so funny. So if you are watching and you have missed, Jordan has a ton of stuff with our friend Katrina showing you how to get hands-on in Express. Make sure you go back and find those. It is just a Adobe bootcamp for Etsy, so you can check that out. I believe that it'll probably show up in the suggested videos, or just scroll back on the Adobe Live YouTube channel. All right, Jordan, on the line. Let's talk about what your shop is, maybe some goals that you have, and then maybe like going into the holiday season, what you would want to like accomplish and get your store ready for that.
Good question.
So this shop started in 2011, I think is on the homepage somewhere. So this is a 12-year-old Etsy shop, which is pretty wild. I started it as like a subtly nerdy fashion brand. Back in 2011, there weren't a lot of feminine and nerdy things, so that was the goal with it. And then I've, pared it down a little bit since I now have a pretty busy full-time job here at Adobe. So this has gone firmly into side hustle land. But that's the amazing thing about Etsy. That's completely fine. So yeah, I think goals for the holiday is really just like still making a few sales, nothing. I don't have any wild goals, but just kind of keeping shoppers interested. I really like having a side thing where people can come in and grab something every once in a while, and I can still connect with folks.
Cool.
Very cool.
So what we're going to be doing today is we're going to be giving you a little bit of a holiday overlay, which will be fun. So we're going to go into Express. We're going to mess around with some of the images, the profile picture, all that fun, and see if we can get you, as we've said, we can deck the halls for... I don't know what the rhyme is. There's a rhyme there. But we are going we're going to use Adobe Express to deck the halls here on your Etsy shop. So thanks for coming on. Do you have any other things that you'd like to plug, announce, or maybe places that people could get connected if they want to connect with Express community?
Yeah, so if anyone watching has an Etsy shop and you want to show it off, we have the Adobe Express Discord and also the Adobe Express Insiders Facebook group. I'm in both of those all the time. So I know you already mentioned the Etsy bootcamp that Katrina and I did. If anyone wants social media help, I go live every Thursday with Andy Lambert. So if you want to check any of those things out. But yeah, I'm so excited to see what you all do because I haven't thought about the holidays yet. So thanks for doing the thinking for me.
Yep, we are also excited to see what we do. All
right, great.
Thanks for joining us, Jordan. We'll talk to you later.
Thank you.
All right, bye.
Bye-bye.
All right, and yes, our moderator Wade has the correct answer. We are about to deck the halls without the malls. Welcome to Adobe Express.
Wow, Mr. Copywriter Extraordinaire right there, man.
Fantastic. All right,
that's good. That's a good one.
So let's go ahead and hop in. Nick, where do we want to get started is the question here. I know we're starting in Adobe Express.
I would say first things first is maybe a new revised header
I agree.
That's a little holiday inspired, and I love the thing that she already has already. Maybe it's just adding some fun holiday things that are in her vibe
Yep.
and in
Yep.
her style.
I love that. So what's
Well,
cool is Nick has created a library that he has shared with me, and we've pulled a bunch of images off of the Etsy page. And on this library, let me go ahead and scroll and find it.
it should be Etsy by itself.
Cool. Love it. Hold on. Shared with me. That's what it is. So it'll be in my shared with me because Nick created it, and it should pop up right here. Give it just a second. There we go. And I have all of the images that I need to work on this project. I just go to assets right here, and I have all of the images that I need to build out, to start working, to do some overlays. And Nick, do you want to get started and show us maybe how we want to get started? Maybe we can make a document and start working on some stuff.
Yeah, I guess the first thing I would do, I really like what they've got here in this this preview here, the image PNG. So let's start it off. And I guess the best thing to do would be
custom size.
Custom size, correct?
Yep. And what's cool is if you don't know the size, if you grab an image for someone, you need the size, it actually shows it on the screen. So if you click on that image, if it's in a library, 1000 by 250 is the size of this image, and it will display it right there for you when it was created, what the size is. So if you need the sizing in an image, throw it in a library and it will tell you what the size is.
Look at that.
There we go.
Already done.
Pro tips.
Pretty cool.
Pro tips.
Love that idea. So we want to bring in one of our images there. So I'm going to go to our libraries, and we have the Etsy one ready to go. That's a great little tip. That's really, really good.
It is.
So
I think there are a lot of
here,
people that try to grab stuff from like Facebook or try to do whatever, or Etsy, and it just is like, oh, I don't know the size. Like it's it's resized weird. Literally just go drop it in a library and it will tell you exactly what it is. Also, I forgot, it was 1000 by 250, right?
Yes, I think so. There we go.
All right, so something you can do, Nick, to maybe make that a little bit easier is you can add it to the background, which will just...
Ooh, good idea. Yeah, okay.
And so you just select the image, and then over on the right, you can add that to your background. So just click on the image. There we go. Yep.
There we go. Here. And put it into the background.
And I'm sorting through my 3,000 files right now to get
there we go. All right, good. So
we're
good to go. It's a background on there. So did you say there's a shortcut to get it to be?
Yep. So right over on the right in that panel, right above the right add to background right there. And it will automatically resize it, and that way we won't mess around with it at all.
Wonderful. Perfect. So I think maybe too would be a great thing to put. Maybe I was thinking of a happy holidays, maybe kind of front and center, and then surrounding it with maybe a few little ornaments that are kind of something like, I like the attitude that she's definitely got with a lot of the stuff here, you know, which is really nice.
Yeah. So let's maybe let's play around some text and kind of, you can make maybe a happy holidays, and I'm going to create one that is like wintry. So I'm going to go for winter vibes, and you can go for holiday vibes. And if you guys ever get confused about whose screen is what, Nick's is over there. Nick's has text on it. Mine is here. Looks very similar. Mine will not have any text on it. So when we're going back and forth, Nick's will have text on it. Mine will not. And Nick, do you want to walk us through how you're adding text over there?
Yeah, so basically went into text. I was looking through here, but I just know I need something very plain and simple. So all I did was hit add your text. And what's nice is I just got this here. It's in a nice clean font, and I just went ahead and changed it to all caps. And here's where I can kind of mess around and be like, well, we definitely know we need some kind of a shadow. And I'm going to try to like pop this up a little bit more here. Maybe what I could do as well is with the eyedrop, kind of grab a dark color from the actual image. I'm always a big fan of trying to get that in there and like keeping color unity alive, which is kind of nice as well. And I'm assuming here is where we can kind of mess with, I want to make sure maybe let's get some letter spacing on this a little bit here as well.
Yes.
So I'm assuming
right up over there,
right there. There we go. Letter spacing.
And what's cool about the story real quick, Nick, would you consider yourself an expert in Adobe Express?
I would no, and I was just going to say, I'm asking anybody on chat and including you and myself, I'm sure, have you just messed around with this with really, there is no like handbook. There's just you and figuring things out. And I love how easy it has made it to be that you can figure these things out and go like, you know what? This really works.
Yep,
you know,
absolutely.
It's like such a great asset to have. Like I think we've even said, I've shown this to a few people and some other clients because I'm thinking this is a great way for them to have some fun with this. Now look at this. The font recommendations is a great great way to just get a few different things here. And I'm thinking, this looks great, but I'm assuming too, what I'm probably gonna need to do is like a ghosted box or something that's behind there, just so Happy Holidays reads a little bit better.
Yep.
What do you think,
Nick,
Sam?
as you work on that and kind of separating it from the background, you can do it one way, that you can put a kind of box back there. So you can work on that. I do want to show another way that you could do that, because that's kind of the workflow that I'm going to do. Is you can select this image here, and there's a bunch of different filters. So I'm going to start with this, and I'm actually going to do enhancements here. No, let's go to filter. So I'm going to go to filters here, and I'm going to darken, and that's going to allow me to kind of pull that back. Now that looks a little too dark for me, so I'm going to do maybe contrast. There we go. Contrast is giving it a little more of a bluish. So you can do any of these filters right here to help create a little bit of distance between your text. I like contrast, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to overlay some frost. This is going to look really good. So I'm going to go to photos here, and I just typed in frost. And I'm looking for something that has black in the background, right? Because I'm gonna use a blending mode. So check this out. This is gonna look really good. We're gonna do this kind of frosty edge, and I'm gonna zoom out here, and then grab this frost and just put it over the edge so that it overlaps the tiniest bit. Kind of bring it over that way. And then here's the hack, is if something is on black or white, you can actually get rid of that by changing the blending mode, which is right here. So this one, because there's a lot of black and we just want the frost that is like the lighter, we can go ahead and go to screen, and it's going to take away all of that darkness and just leave us with the lightness, which gives us this nice little frost. I'm going to go ahead and put another copy. So I'm going to hit duplicate right here, and then I can rotate that. And then we can put the frost over on the other side, and maybe we want one in the middle. Maybe we want to stretch these a little bit. Let's just go ahead and let's do one more that maybe is coming in vertically to cover this middle ground right here. So a little bit subtle right there. Looks good to me. So again, we've just added this nice little frost by using that blending mode screen, and it takes away all the dark and then adds that nice little frost around the edges, which I think is really fun. And I may even add some snow in here. Nick, what are you going on over there?
Yeah, so we was able to find a really great way to separate. I just brought in this box here. Right behind it, you can see it in our layers area. We've got type, we've got the box, and then we have the sourced image, which is our background. And the great thing too is you get to kind of control the opacity just enough to kind of separate it from the background. I also, rather than just bringing in a vibrant red, I like that there's this rusty color tone throughout here. So for Happy Holidays, I chose this nice red in the background here as a great sample, just so I want to keep that consistency going that's on there.
Yep.
And the other thing I'm going to do is I'm going to probably add 2022, and I want to do it in something fun, because I'm noticing she uses a lot of very like high energy, high attitude kind of fonts.
Yes.
So I'm just going to do that as well. And we're just going to add a quick little, I'll do my own, and then we'll browse around and find a good font that kind of matches what she has kind of started here.
And what's cool is if you are used to using Adobe fonts, guess what? Adobe fonts is integrated into Adobe Express. So you can find all kinds of great fonts for you to use in your designs. And here I have just gone in and I added some more snow. So you can see I'm getting some of those snowflakes, and it's the same thing. It's just a black image with snow over it. And then I changed the blending mode to be the screen blending mode, and that allows it to just show through. So I'm going to go ahead and just drag a bunch of snow over here. And now I've got this fun kind of flurry.
Oh, I love that.
Right? A fun little flurry around the edges with the snow. And then I might put one more thing on here. I might put like some pine, right? Like pine feels wintry, right?
Yes.
All right, let's go ahead and hop back to you. Sorry, someone in our live chat made a joke, and somebody said, "Are people still here, or did my Behance freeze?" And I think that they're talking about how cold it got on my. And I was concerned that there was a tech issue, but I think it was a funny joke.
Gotcha. There you go.
Right over that head. All right, so Nick, yep, put in a 2022 in there.
Yep, just gonna have some fun trying to place it around there, see how everything looks. I'm kind of cool with that. And then the other thing I want to do is like, I'm just gonna be like, do we have some really cool, like, you know, design assets that we can find that are? I like that you weren't just finding graphics put on there. You thought what would look great with the aesthetic she's already created, correct?
Yep.
So I'm going to give it a shot and see, do we find anything unique here in holidays that might be cool, that's not going to add to, like, oh, there you go. Perfect idea. Like this little thing here as well. This little leaf. Like, to me, I don't want anything loud or obtrusive or anything like too conflicting to the style that she already has. Do you know?
Yep. I want to put a pine tree in it. And the cool thing, again, I just love trees. We love to do trees here at Office Hours. The cool thing is that there are design assets here that are already made for you. So actually, these pine cones are really fun. I'm not going to... Nick, you might want to use these pine cones. If you search for pine, there are some really good pine cones that might work for the aesthetic that you're working in.
Ooh, okay.
But I'm going to use the trees right here, and I'm just going to click on the pine tree, and it will add it to my artboard. So give it just a second, and it should add that pine tree. Oh, it did. It's over here. Check that out. So
were those in design assets?
Yes, and then I just searched for pine.
Perfect. Oh, I can already smell the pine. Can you?
Yes, I smell the season.
Ooh, were you looking at the black and white one there? Is that the one you liked?
Those three up there that are kind of illustrated, the like yellow, green, and purple ones. I think that those like feel
these are
fun.
Let's get this.
And I'm actually going to show. So Nick, tossing those in looks great, but we want to maybe put it into a color scheme that fits a little bit better with what he's doing. And so you can actually use a filter. So Nick, with that selected, go ahead and go to filters.
There we go.
And then you're going to select Duotone.
Ooh, I think there we go.
And so with Duotone, you can change the colors and find a nice color to go along maybe with your type. And all you need to do is click there, and it will give you the colors you're already using in that document, which is really cool.
Ooh, look at that. And we can change this guy to, oh wait, there we go. So I like this better. There we go. Love that.
Right?
That looks great.
It's cool. Yeah. So if you ever have a problem that something is a color you don't want it to be and you can't just change the color, put a Duotone on it. It's really easy to change that.
It's like having a very pleasant art director right over your shoulder.
That's the reason. And at any point, if he's doing something wrong, I can just do this. Thanks so much, Nick, for showing your screen. I'm gonna go ahead and take it away from you.
We're gonna go back to
mine. We're gonna go back to my screen for a second. I am in full art direction control here.
Oh, that is great.
And someone is asking, are we going to animate these trees? And does Etsy support animated banners? I don't know the answer to that. If somebody wants to do a quick Google and drop it in chat and let me know. But yes, we are going to animate these trees. Somebody, you got me. You got me. We're going to animate these trees. And not only are we going to animate the trees, we're also going to animate the snow. Everybody calm down. It's going to be amazing. You're not ready. All right, so let's go ahead and I'm going to apply the filter and that I had used on the background, this little darken filter. I think I used contrast actually to give me the same look. And I can actually zoom in here, and these are showing up too green for me. And what I can do is go to enhancements right here behind my head, and I can pull down the saturation, I can pull down the contrast here, and maybe try to make it match what's happening in the background a little bit more. So the shadows feel a little bit too dark, so I'm going to bring them up to give me a little bit of a flat look. I do want it to go more blue, so I'm going to bring that warmth down. Let's maybe sharpen it a little bit, and then maybe I just want that brightness to come down a little bit as well. All right, so we've kind of faded that into the background. That looks great. And you know what? I'm not going to put two separate ones on here. I'm literally just going to duplicate and put it on the other side because I think it's fun. Also, I love people are demanding animated trees. Y'all, calm down. It's going to happen.
Oh, I love this. This is so neat. Just found a cool little snow pattern as well. And it's the coolest thing to just add. And it has that nice subtle touch. I don't know if it's like 100% there, but just keep duplicating it over and over again. And you can get this really fun little additional pattern of snow, kind of blurry snow kind of happening there.
Yep. Also,
this is great.
Chat, everyone watching, if it gets a little weird and wonky, when I hit this animation button while I'm live streaming, sometimes causes some issues. So we're gonna give it a shot in just a second.
There you go.
I'll show you. But if things get weird, just know we will be right back. Or everything's going to be fine. It's going to be all right. You're doing great, honey. All right, so let's go ahead and do some animation over on my screen.
Let's go check it out.
Good luck, everybody. All right, so I can come over here and just click on animation. And what it's going to do is I'm going to do a pan, and it's going to take these images and pan them for me. Look at that. So it's blowing everything up and then making it so that everything will kind of swoop in and create this really cool effect. I mean, I actually want to go the other way because we want to lead them kind of into the shop. And what's great is I could layer things. I could layer text on here that would stay, what's the word for staying in the same place?
Consistent?
Consistent, yes. Thank you. It would stay consistent, or if I wanted to blur this in, this is probably going to be a mistake. I'm not going to click on blur. It would look cool, I think, if I did blur, or it could look cool if I do the zoom. Let's go ahead and do the zoom. That should give me some great dimension. So if I close this, look at that dimension of the snow kind of coming out. This actually looks way better than I thought it would.
Wow. Well, one is stationary, one moving. You get this instant dynamic vibe there.
Look at that. So everything scales from the middle when you zoom. And because the snow is like patterned, it's creating this like overlap effect. See like the snow, how it comes up and over? That's really fun.
That's great, dude. I love the way that looks.
Yes. And someone in our live chat's asking, how will we know when things get weird? If it skips, if it delays, if the stream just stops for a second, that's when it gets weird.
Nice.
Nick, you got a lot of layers going on over there. Can you break down what you're doing and how you're organizing your layers?
Yeah, so you can see it starts with our background image that we sourced from. We got our block that's ghosting back a little bit. We've got type, 2022, and we brought in some ornaments, and we've brought in some snow. And one thing I thought of right off the bat was noticing on Andrew's, I was like, ooh, let's mess around with that original image. Go to filters, and what's great is I can go right on here, get
Nick,
matte, I get multiply, lighten.
That matte looks so good with those tones.
Isn't that great?
It's like a warm, you just gave me a cup of hot chocolate next to the fire.
Oh, and a nice cable knit cardigan sweater.
Exactly. I'm out in the frozen like tundra, and Nick's like in the cabin looking out at me like.
How did I know tundra was going to be the exact next word?
Tundra.
I know, the Arctic tundra there. I love this. This is so neat. So you got this, like right off the bat, we've just made a few little changes. And I think if you want to holidayize your work, here's a perfect way to do it. I'm actually going to have fun with this, maybe even with pre-existing stuff for clients that holidays come around, you're doing just this and it's kind of half the work, but like twice the results.
Yep. And you want to know the best thing about this is once you have all these overlays made, all you need to do is come into your layers. So we can click on our layers here, and select the background. And let's say that we have a client, I can literally come in here and hit replace and just change this to a different image.
Yeah.
So if you have like a good holiday set and your clients aren't going to overlap, toss different things in there, right? You can do all your products, and we're actually going to show you how to do this technique with your products. But I want to show you how to export this real quick. You can go to download and then MP4 right here and start download. It will export this animation for us, and then I'm going to be able to convert that to a GIF to use in my Etsy shop, to use in an email. I would actually use the GIF in an email over my actual shop. So Nick, let's go ahead, call this one done. Can you show us how you would export or download just your still image?
Yeah, so we're ready to go. I'm just going to go right to download. And for this page, the only one I've got. What I love here is you get the selections of how you want it. Let's say PNGs. We know we're going to go right into that. And I'm just going to do the start download, and it's going to go right into my download file. So I've got that ready to go. The cool thing too is you can go and do the JPEG, PNG, PDF as well. But also too, what if you're just sharing this with someone? So you can hit this and share, give them an actual page. So you can publish a page that they can go to. Have you used that yet? That's pretty kind of cool.
I have. Yes, I have.
I've learned this from, I know like Dimension was the first to have this, where you can publish a 3D preview of what you're doing. Yep. Here's the same way. And then I can invite the client or the coworker in there as well. Some other great stuff, like send to a Google Drive. Like the nice thing about that is just having that there, that if that's how you and maybe your colleagues are working together, what a great way to have something in there as well. So
yep, absolutely.
Cool.
And if you are an Etsy seller and you have questions, or if you want to reach out, or if you have suggestions for the show of things that you want us to cover this year, Check it out. We got an email now. adobeofficehours@gmail.com. You can send us an email. Let us know what you want to see, or you can leave it down in the comments. So Nick, I'm going to show, I just exported that video. I'm going to show how to make it into a GIF.
See.
So I have the video, and then I'm going to go to convert to GIF right here. So you click on convert to GIF. I have it downloaded as my project-16 because this is the 6th time I've downloaded something that's just called my project.
Okay.
And so I'm going to go ahead and go right there to the MP4. I'll hit open and it will convert this for me. So I do want it to be a large because I want the size. And then we're going to go ahead and hit download. This is going to take a second because there's a lot of animation happening here, but it will process the video for us. It will download it. And then I'll go ahead and show you a preview of what it will look like in the browser, like if we were to throw it into an email. Also, Nick, that looks fantastic. What are you doing over there? I'll be talking about something, and Nick's screen is always, I can always see Nick's screen. You guys can't. I'll see him do something, and I'm like, hold on, this is cool. Please show us.
I was like, I searched for tags because I was going to look for like the like to from tag kind of idea.
Yep.
But then I was thinking, what about doing the 50% off kind of tag at the bottom just for fun? And thought maybe if the whole store had a sale, that usually comes around Christmas time too, right?
Yep.
There we go. So I found this. We'll get this little off and I'll bring that down.
And what's
right
great is,
there.
Nick, let's say that this, right, we have this tag. We want to match the color of that sale price. It's so easy to match that color. So we select our text. You can click on the little color box right there. And then there's an eyedropper tool.
Yes. So here, eyedropper. And let's say I want off in maybe one of these greens or this, maybe even the blue over here.
Yep.
Perfect. And then this, I want to match, you said like the sale price
yep.
one, right? So we'll click here as well. Eyedropper, go right on the red there. Boom. Someone's having a sale, y'all.
This is awesome. And Etsy sellers, hopefully this is really informative and helpful to you. Sometimes we plan these episodes and I'm like, I think this will be helpful. And I think that this will actually be helpful to you. And
yeah,
while you were getting help, let me go ahead and blow your mind real quick. I'm going to pull up the GIF. It looks freaking amazing. So let's say that you send this in an email. Wait for it.
Very nice.
Look at that. It is tasty.
Sometimes the best things come out of like maybe accidental combinations. Like you didn't realize it was going to be that cool of an effect there. That's so cool.
Yep. The snow overlay, the way that it interacts, I think that was a surprise because when you do the zoom effect, it zooms everything in from the center. And so it looks like the snow is kind of flying out at you. And this is such a great thing for an email header to kind of just, hey, like here is our company. And I'm going to do one more thing to this. We definitely want to show more stuff. Nick, if you want to start working on maybe some of the product shots, I'm going to go ahead and show real quick. I want to add some text to that. Because it's going to look really, really good when I put it under an animation. It stays constant. So I'm going to come back to your screen, Nick. What are you going to start working on? What are you going to create?
I think the idea would be maybe let's do a post talking about one of the items for sale on the site. And maybe she's posting it on Instagram or she's posting it somewhere else to promote the Etsy site.
Let's do it.
How about that?
Yep.
Let's do that. All right. So I'm going to go over to create custom size. And actually, I know I want a social post and we're going to go to Instagram. So we get our instant 1800 by 1800 vibe here as well. Let's go over to libraries. And I think the best, I have to do this one because this is just the coolest product I have ever seen.
It really is.
It is like an ammo strap with Crayola crayons on it. And oh my God, this is the best thing ever. Look at this.
It's so good.
I just can't. And man, she got great models. Love this vibe here as well. So I need to come up with something cool here. What's a great headline? So it's a holiday. This is a holiday post. It should say something about maybe like, I don't know, like ready, set, draw or something kind of fun. What do you think? Like,
ooh, I like that.
You like that?
I like ready, set, draw.
All right. So I'm going to look through here real quick. Do I see anything that I like that might be in her zone? No, I'm gonna just do my own. Let's do that. I'm going to add that here.
Is anything good enough for me? Absolutely not.
All right. We'll change the text here, but let's go ready, comma, line break, set, comma, draw. Love that. Perfect. All right, so now we got to find the font that is her style, her vibe. I think we'll get some font recommendations immediately as it's working. Oh, I mean, hello, look
That's
at that.
cute.
That's right up the, this is like so perfect for that. Kind of digging the way that looks. Let's look at spacing. That looks good here. I think line spacing, I want to get that a little bit more. Love this control. I can't wait till some of this stuff actually comes to like Illustrator. I hate to say it.
Nick's like, let's get some stuff going here.
It's so amazingly fun to just try these things out and see how they work, you know? Let's get a color that's going to pop a little bit. I think there's a cool red, maybe like right in here. That looks great. So I think we're going. The other thing I want to do is obviously bring in her logo, which I think we have that here. And I like that it's here. Perfect. Let's get it a little bit smaller. Excellent. Let's see, what else can we do here? Maybe let's retroize the maybe do the same color treatment to the image itself that we did with the filter. So if we're the cool thing, oh my god, stop with these suggestions.
So good.
Look at this. I love that. But I love that. Oh, multiply looks great. The matte actually is very similar to what we used with that one. So just for kind of like the sake of what we're doing here, I have to try the other ones, but I'm going to go with this one as well. I think that's looking kind of fun as well. This all of a sudden got a little bit too bright. So again, let's go in here.
A little too warm for the winter vibes.
Warm.
Okay,
Yeah.
so let me go ahead and so again, it's as easy as Nick just showed to make a social media post for your store to promote. I do want to show because I'm just so excited about it. So I've put text on here. We did our Deck the Halls Without the Malls because I think it's just the greatest tagline ever. Let me go ahead and uncapitalize the because it's going to kill me. And what I can do is I can actually bring this text underneath all of my snow, right? So I can move. Oops, that was not my. There we go. No, Andrew, come on. There we go. Bring this underneath all of my snow, and it's going to, the snow is now going to interact, check that out, with all of the text, right? So if I zoom in here, you'll see that snow is interacting with the text because it's above it using a blending mode, which means it's going to blend in with everything behind it. Now, when I export this, it's going to look amazing. This is actually maybe going to be my favorite thing I've ever made in Adobe Express. So just know that that's coming. I'm going to export this and I'll show you when it's done. Nick, let's go ahead. We've got about 20 minutes left, and I do want to show how to create kind of an overlay setup. So let's grab one of the products and kind of do the size of the product. So let me, if you want to go into your library and find the size of a product, let's make an overlay, maybe like a frame or something, that then we can just replace that background.
Ooh, good
and
idea.
Keep showing how to make all of your images kind of consistent.
All right, so we're going to go start from scratch. We'll do a custom size again.
And I do have someone in our live chat that I want to say hi to that I think might be new. I haven't seen the face here before. Sylvester Komaga, I'm going to guess. Hi, hello, welcome to Adobe Office Hours. We're live. Thanks for saying hi in the chat. If you're watching on YouTube, come on over behance.net/Adobe Live. And also, before you come over, hit that subscribe button. Subscribe to the Adobe Live channel so you get all of our awesome content and live updates that are on the way.
Perfect. All right. What are you thinking? Are we thinking like doing something kind of fun like this and making them a interchangeable frame?
I think, yeah, maybe let's start from scratch and do the image in the background. So assign the image to the background and then kind of add elements on top of it. And then like we can, build like a design element that's like a frame or something, but something that we can kind of just change out the background to make everything come together. And while you start building that and thinking about it, I am going to show you all, y'all aren't ready.
Uh-oh, what happened?
Y'all aren't ready for the impeccable, amazing, mouth dropping, jaw dropping, mouth watering. Okay. I was gonna say
It's
jaw
Friday,
watering,
y'all.
and I was like, "That's jaw watering's not a phrase anyone has ever said before."
Jaw watering.
Jaw watering. Okay, so
here's t-shirt idea number one.
It's exporting our video. Let's go ahead. I'm gonna open this up so y'all can see it. Check this out. Hold please. Hold please. Hold please. Ah!
Yeah. Look at that.
So look at how with our text right there, the snow is overlapping that text as it animates in, right?
So cool.
This is for
So
sure
cool.
my favorite thing I've ever made in Express, Adobe Express. This is awesome.
That's fantastic.
Oh, it's so fun. All right, back to you, Nick. And Nick, I might join you and take over with the workflow that I'm trying to show.
Go for it.
So what I want to do, can you actually go to the library for me, Nick, and see what the size of those images are? And again, if you're ever missing something, you can go back to, I believe you have to do it from the home.
Oh, gotcha. There we go.
Go back home, and then you can click on libraries, and it will send you what that size is.
Perfect. So we're going to go to libraries, Etsy,
And you can just click on assets right there, and then when you click on the image, it will pop up and say, hey, here's what size this is.
You want this one here?
Yep.
We're at 680 by 540.
By 540, right there. All right, so we're going to hit next here, and we have created our image. And what's cool is let's think about how we build this, right? And it's really important that we think about how we build this because we'll be using it again and again. I'm going to go into my library. I'm going to place my product shot. And from there, I'm going to add it to the background right there. So it's added to the background. And now I can start adding pieces on top to give me that unique look. So I definitely want to use should we use the frost again, Nick?
I like that a lot. Yeah,
right.
Let's do that.
So let's do some snow first. So we're just going to stack these elements on top. Clicking and dragging.
And again, you went to photos and basically just did the quick search of snow.
Yep.
There it is.
And because it's on black, again, we can just change this to screen and that snow will go right over. I don't like the placement because it's over her eye. So we're just going to move that a little bit. And then it feels a little bit too harsh for me. So we can actually change the opacity right here, right?
There
so we can
go.
do a little
It's just a light flurry.
A flurry.
It's nothing too
A
crazy.
dusting.
A
As my mother
dusting
would say.
of, yes. There you go.
Oh, whenever I think of dusting,
I wish we
think
had
of
snow.
I wish we had snow.
snow.
Nick, can I tell you something about snow?
Yeah, go ahead.
Who says that? I've never been somewhere that it's been organically snowing. I have only gone to the snow. I have never been.
Oh, you've never seen like
life.
snow actually fall?
Nope.
Oh my gosh.
I know. A California boy.
I'm ashamed to say it's only happened in New York for me.
Yep. So I am gonna
Nothing too exotic.
I am gonna do some frost on here as well. And again, I
Ooh,
like
the frame
frost.
ones look good.
Ooh,
yeah.
Let's do like the corner here.
Yeah.
And that way we can kind of have just a nice little like holiday overlay. I am going to change this again to screen, and it will give us just that corner frost.
And you can obviously just mess around and see how this is going to look. There you go. That gives you room. Think about the room to add some text overlay. So it's automatically kind of helping it separate from the photo itself.
Yep, absolutely.
That's always good.
So again, we're going to take that opacity down. So it's just a little bit of frost there.
Does it snow in California? Like only in the highest elevations.
Yep. Almost never.
I have seen it snow on the way back from Vegas though. That was a fun time.
All right, so let's go here. So okay, we're done talking about snow. From 30 minutes from me, I can go to the snow. 30 minutes from me, I can go to the beach. That's why Southern California is the best place in the whole world. All right, so I'm gonna do, Nick, where was that tag that you had?
Oh, it was in design assets. And then tag. I searched, and you'll see a lot of travel ones, but there was the sale one. Right there it is. Oh, look at you! Even got the "Hello, my name is" badge.
Guys,
love the travel ones.
This
the
is my initials.
Love that.
Look at that! It's a tag for me. It's not Athens. It's Andrews.
Look at that! You're the Athens airport code.
I am. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and put this sticker here, the little sale price, because I think that it is just super fun. I don't like these colors though. I want it to be much more wintry. Thankfully, I can very easily change that by just going over here to filters and doing a duotone. And maybe we want to do some blues here. So do a blue there and then maybe a lighter blue.
This can kind of control with just an asset in the same app. I don't think is matched in any other Adobe app.
No, it
really isn't. I mean, you brought over a image quality, high resolution, like Photoshop image, and you have edited the colors in one app. That's kind of bizarre.
I do want to change, I think the dark, if it went to like a bright yellow, this could be fun. So I'm going to change it to the dark and maybe change it to...
Oh.
Never mind.
Oh, maybe even using a bit of that kind of the color in the type on her t-shirt.
Oh yeah, let's do that. So all I need to do is grab our
pickup.
eyedropper tool, and I can grab kind of this blue in the t-shirt. All right, I want the darker one. So let's go ahead and grab like something down here. Okay, that's great. Yep, and then let's change the other one to be a little more of that light blue in her t-shirt. Maybe up here. Oh, it's a little bit too dark. Where's a light section? Maybe right here. Yeah, all right, that's good. I might bring it up a little bit. So I'm just gonna grab this, bring it up a little bit lighter. There we go. All right, so it looks great. And then let's go ahead and do, what do we want the sale to be, Nick? Or actually, let's just do top seller.
Maybe, yeah, top seller would be kind of fun. Ooh, man, it's almost predicting the fonts.
It's true.
That is so great. That is great.
And actually, you know what? Let's not do this. So let's not add it by ourselves. Let's go ahead and use one of these awesome templates that's provided for us.
Yeah.
So you can come to text, and there are so many templates here. And let's scroll through and find one that is, I think, looks good.
Something in that zone. Maybe that sale one?
Right here, yeah.
What about that one looks good.
There's a category for sales. All of you
Oh
Etsy
my
sellers,
gosh.
there's a full category for sales. We can click on more and then just go through here and find something that looks good.
Oh, and then, yeah, you even got the, look at, oh, there's where some of the tags are I was looking for.
Oh, that's right here.
Season sale looks good.
You know what? We're deleting this.
Love that.
I love this one right here.
Oh God, are you using the clearance tag?
This is great. I love this. This is really fun. All right, so we've got special offer there. And the cool thing about the text templates is you can come in here and you can ungroup them and then change the color. So if I wanted to, I can just double click and then change the color here again to something that is happening in her shirt, right? Like a nice blue. And then this little red area right there.
Use the gold from Be a Dragon.
Oh yeah. So to get these, we are literally just double clicking to get into the shape to then grab. So here, double click, and it will allow me to grab just this text here, and I'm going to make it white just so we can really see it.
Yep, totally. Now look at that. You've taken this asset and totally brandified it to work with exactly what you're working on.
It's true.
So cool.
I don't like the background that's happening here, but thankfully I can just double click in here. Let me go ahead and zoom in a little bit. Also, the cool thing about Express.
I think we've convinced Audra. She's going to be messing around this weekend on Adobe Express.
So the cool thing about Adobe Express is if you want to zoom into something, you can simply click on it and then hit Control Plus, and it will focus on that object. So it'll bring that object into frame. So let's go ahead and zoom out. This looks great. All right, I think we're good here. This looks good.
That's really great. Maybe even just a headline down below. Like you should put like something about just, I don't know if it's a winter sale or, whatever you want to.
Yeah, let's do a winter sale. That's fair.
Love that.
So let's go ahead and I'm going to go back and I'm just going to find a cool little like slogan-y thing on the bottom here. I actually like this font a lot.
Brandeis is a word, Joshua.
I like this font a lot. So I'm just going to double click here and we're going to do winter sale.
Totally cool. That looks great.
We'll make it white. You think white is the color for this?
Hey, give it a shot. See what happens. There you go.
Yeah. All right. Not mad about it. We'll do winter sale right here. Looks good. And now, Nick, hold on. It's killing me that this shadow is here. I hate this shadow that's happening in the background.
It's a bit harsh.
Bye.
Yeah, there you go.
So what we can do is we can actually change this out. So let's say we've got this great overlay for our winter sale. It's looking good, but we want to export. So we can go to download, PNG, start download, and we're downloading this. Now, I want to change this out. All I need to do is select one of these pieces, and then we can go to our layers right here, select our background, and then replace. And what's cool is we can replace with any of the images that are already in this library. I replace, boom. And now, what's that? We have the exact same overlay with a new product. Yeah, magic.
And one click away from saving that. Now you get the other one.
Yep.
Even if it needs a little adjustment, you already are winning. You know what I mean?
Yep.
This is great. Like that one just would need a little. Well, here, quick one is you can click on that picture, go to filters, and get one that adds a background to it.
You're right. So you can stay on your background right here, and then we can go into filters and find something that is maybe darken, maybe add some contrast.
Come on. It's doing all the work for you.
We literally are doing nothing.
This is crazy. I love these, and it is automatically keeping a unified color palette kind of alive, which is really neat.
Yep.
Really nice.
Man, it's so cool.
Look
and
at it.
Again, easiest thing, if you want to put something on brand, use the Duotone. So I'm going to use the Duotone on this photo, right? Easy, right? And it probably needs to be a little bit lighter here. Let me go ahead and go here. It's so cool. We've got like this awesome little, and maybe a little more blue. There we go. A nice little branded element that is quick and easy for us to be able to change out all of our images simply by switching out the background. And let's say again, all I need to do to come in here and change these colors, use the eyedropper tool, and let's grab this dark blue. And then we want to change the banner right here. We can come in with the eyedropper, grab a light one, and boom. Look at that. It's a completely new image that is generated. And you know what? Oh my goodness. Oh, okay.
It's animation time.
Yeah, we can do this. We can grow our text, and the text will come in.
Oh gosh,
y'all,
I've never seen this yet.
This is magic. So the text animation is great. So I'm gonna add in like a red color here, just because I think it'll be fun.
Okay.
That doesn't look bad. It doesn't look great. I don't love it, but I don't hate it.
Do opacity on the red a little bit. I think that'll help blend it in a little bit. The red was cool. Just get the opacity down, and it'll help blend it in a little bit. I think. There you go.
I hate it. No.
Oh.
No.
All right.
Also,
Okay,
everyone know this. Nick is definitely the better designer of the two of us. And so if I say no to something, it's me making a mistake. Just know that. All right. So we're going to go ahead and I'm going to turn on that animation real quick. We're going to do animate. See. We've got the grow and it will play right down here.
So correct me if I'm wrong. When you're on animation, it's what is selected. The controls will do, right?
You can either animate text or you can animate photo animation. So
okay. So
do this.
You're not even clicking on an icon. You're going right to the specific buttons that will tell you what they're doing.
Yep. Yeah. So it'll animate either all the text or all the images. And let's do this real quick. Let's go ahead and say that I want to post this. I don't want to do the work. I don't want to have to post it, but watch what we can do. Once this is saved, there's a great tool if you want to post to social media called Content Scheduler. It is
give us the calendar, baby.
Amazing. You didn't know amazing with 6 syllables, did you?
Only on this show.
That's it. Nick, do you want to go ahead and open up one of your projects? We only got a couple minutes left, and it is saving here for me. It's a lot of layers and a lot of craziness. So
let's go find out here.
Yeah, go ahead and open up one of those projects, Nick. And the cool thing is Adobe Express automatically saves all of your products.
Look at it. I know. No saving, already done in a beautiful library. All right. So scheduled to post, I'm assuming, correct?
Yep, right there. And it will open
up
a calendar.
I've ever linked anything.
Oh, that's fine. We can still show it. So yeah, it'll ask what you want to link. You can link to whatever platform, but you can see right there, it's already loading the media. You don't have to click to upload anything.
Incredible.
It has exported your image there. And then Nick, go ahead and type in a caption.
I'm just going to get it to the 4th, let's say. There we go. Okay.
When it's the proper time to be promoting holiday specials.
Yeah, exactly.
On sale. So then all you need to do is right down there. Actually, hold on. Nick can't do it, is what's happening because he doesn't have anything linked. Let me go ahead and refresh my page real quick, and it will stop the export that's happening.
This is incredible. I mean, it's better than like the social media posting areas of their sites.
Yes.
It's crazy.
Okay, so we are saved here. I am back. Let's go ahead and go to our little schedule post to social media. And I'm going to want to put this on Twitter. So I select my Twitter right here. And then we're going to say our shirts are on sale now! ! So you can connect this to, Facebook business pages, Instagram, Twitter, Pinterest, LinkedIn, wherever you want to post. And I'm going to do on Sale.
Will it do a personal account or is it only business
I
accounts?
believe you have to have business accounts for the auto posting.
Oh, okay.
For a personal account, and I'll just show you this because I have a personal account, I can click on publish via mobile app and it will send you a notification and basically say, hey, do you want to publish this? It will load everything in for you, but it will send you a notification, so you have to click it. So
That's a great little safety check.
It is exported my animation for me right here, which is great. It is going to Twitter, and I have my caption. I can click on preview and watch what happens.
Bam.
Boom. So it showed me, let's do it one more time. Look at this animation. It is smooth. It is delicious. And it is exporting it to Twitter. I hit schedule. Let's go ahead and put this on the 7th. And I schedule it. And then it shows me on this calendar where everything is scheduled for October. So right there. Oh, I'm so glad I looked at this.
And I'm assuming, can you just drag and drop to another date?
Yes. So I can just click and drag and drop. You can stack them however you want them to go. You can put them wherever you want.
Yeah. And guys, yes, everybody noticed it looked like LinkedIn was recently added. So as well, you have no excuses now.
I'm going to delete all those so I don't get surprise notifications of me posting something I forgot about. All right. So that's it for this episode of Adobe Office Hours. Nick, if people want to get more of us and learn about Adobe MAX that's coming up, where should they tune in?
First, our Discord. Second, our new email. And check us out on Adobe Live, the new channel.
That's it. Yep. So subscribe to the new channel, and then every Friday, 2:30 p.m. Pacific time, behance.net/Adobe Live. Next week, we're talking about the virtual experience for Adobe MAX, and the week after, we'll be talking about the in-person experience for Max, including the education tracks, which will be a great time. So go check those out, and we'll see you again for another episode of Adobe Office Hours. Bye.